This is Kumarakom, a place 16 kilometers away from Kottayam, and we are coming from Cochin, district of Ernakulam. Now, as I look around, this is a resort where you find a lot of, I think there is a private water body. I don't know what you call this. And being the season of Christmas, you find a lot of presents on this tree or plant. This is made like very traditional Kerala architecture, where you have tiles on the roof and quite high tiles, so that it is cool inside the place where you stay. Now these are not statues, these are real geese or a pack of goose. I do not know what you call them, but is it pack of goose or I have to refresh my memory on this. Now as I pan my camera and look into this main hotel, this is a Taj property, Kumarakom Taj, it is as it is called. We came in this minibus called Tempo Traveler. Now it is called the Forced Traveler. And here is where you find the landscape full of the traditional pot, and the temperature is about 27 degrees centigrade. This is 25th of December 2019, just days away from 2020, the year 2020. So this is the Baker's Bungalow, originally established 1881. So there's an ancestry of Robert George and Alexander Baker. Please carry on. So this is the family tree or the genealogy pertaining to this particular building. So they originally lived in Lovedown Farm, Hockley in Essex. And if you see the picture of this property way back, you can see it as a sketch on this side, and also here the Kumarakom Bungalow, built in 1879, they say. So many families stayed here, if you can just see, because of the reflection of the light. Things aren't very clear. There is a Mary, Frances, Isabella, Amelia, Annie, and the thing goes down right up to Oliver Henry George, Camilla Angela, and here is the brief history about this whole place. Born on the 13th August 1913 at Shoebury Bungalow, Kodaikanal in southern India. Educated at King's College, Canterbury, Kent. He returned to India in 1932. Having his 19th birthday on board the ship, he joined his father on the family estate at Kumarakom. This consists of paddy fields, coconuts and rubber at Olasha. In 1934, he became the assistant on Valley End to Tea Estate in Museum for 5 years until the outbreak of war in 1939. So this is a very beautiful history of this whole place. And as I go around, you see this bungalow. Heritage bungalow rooms, lounge, curry mean, dining room. So this is made into a restaurant, and the golf
Appa and Amma can go on. They'll drop them there. Maybe Betty also can go down.
Hey, Jingle.
Oh, with the stuff, yes.
So this is part one. George Marshall signing off. No, I'll walk. Carry on. This is around 11 o'clock in the morning on the 25th of December 2019 as we are walking into the property of Taj Kumarakom. You see the beautiful scenery, natural landscape, of course landscaped in a way to look natural. I think that's a better way to put it. You find the water body here. It is, I think, artificial because I can see the end somewhere on the other end, like a bridge it looks. So though it might have been a smaller pond, now made into a much bigger area. On either ends, or rather on my right side, you find those villas where you can stay the night or spend the time here. The buggy rides at 10 kilometers per hour, and you see some plants have been planted here to replenish the ones perhaps that has fallen down or cut down. So it's a constant battle nowadays to plant trees constantly so that it makes up for those ones that get destroyed. On the outskirts of this fence, just outside, you find again that there is water. So maybe there is a pond-like thing just after the, see, here is where you see it. So the whole place is like lagoons, and you see in the center there is this big banyan tree, or no, it doesn't look like a banyan tree. I'm not sure what this tree is, but there's a little island there, and that's a bridge I was talking of. So this particular water body just flows outside. I really do not know. So let me protect my camera from the right in front. Again, there is this place where you can sit down, and it shows you that there is a swimming pool, there is a health club, and the Jiva spa, and then something called the lake bed. So here is Joseph trying to try his skills at the swing, which he might have done very many years ago. So here is the another part of a smaller pond-like thing. I think there are fountains in the middle which has not been switched on, and you see the greenery of Kerala here. Beautiful. And far away I see Anmol and I think it is Prathana walking. And let me give you a view exactly from where we... Yeah, I'm just coming. So this is George Marshall signing off part 2. This is part 3 of my video taken on the 25th of December 2019. There's a beautiful bungalow before me with again a nice landscaped garden, and this is a straight road that we are going to. On this side are tall trees, whitewashed, almost 6 feet high, and Beena, Chippy, and Nikhil are taking a photograph here in front of a beautiful looking house made in yellow, painted in yellow, and then there are tiles. So
Next, give your phone too. There's something you have to give me. Phone for should I take on my phone? Because somebody
So there is another bungalow, similar looking, and I see a third bungalow just behind. So maybe they are all made later, after this estate has been given away to the tourist authority and to the Taj group of hotels. So a beautiful cement bridge with the color of yellow in between, and so this is Jose and Beena taking a snap in front of the bungalow number 2. So in case the camera, the pictures the other camera doesn't show, you can find it in my video as you look at it later. So this, I'm crossing a bridge.
yeah, they would have put the 4 first family off on the buggy.
One lot went on the buggy, no?
Then
Because today if you don't get exercise, when can you get?
Careful, Daddy, just don't have to.
Yeah, no, I know. I have to be a little careful. So this is bungalow number 4, looking exactly the same as the bungalow number 1. Yellow walls, tiles, and further away I think we see the end of the road. And what is it? What is this thing called? Water? No, backwater. Yeah, this is a backwater. Vembanadu Lake. Huh?
Yeah.
So this is, we are in striking distance to the Vembanadu Lake. So the weather is 27 degrees centigrade. It may be 1 degree more because when we were in the city it was 27.
wait, Daddy, both sides. You can't just beat them.
It'll remain like that. It'll remain like
that side also there is. Come. Come now go like this. Side. Not yet. Not yet. Josanka. Go.
Yeah. So the water was not allowing us. My daughter made sure that I don't get wet.
Yeah.
The boat is ready. Ready.
Oh, that's a boat, is it?
Yeah.
So what is this boat called? Houseboat. Houseboat. So this boat is called houseboat. Very traditionally made. Kerala is famous for cane, choir, because we have a lot of coconuts. And I can see there are 2 boats. I don't know which one we are taking. There's a volleyball court, I suppose. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. It is called Vembanadu Lake. It's India's longest and second largest lake. It spans 96.5 kilometers and spread across 2,033 square kilometers of area. It shows touch Kottayam, Alappi and Ernakulam districts. Interestingly, it is the widest across Kumarakom, where I am standing. It's about 14 kilometers and justifies the cool breeze which blows along the shore from the west. It's brackish waters, that is backwater lake, which in other words means its ecosystem is unique combination of fresh water as well as sea water. So it goes on, and I hope you can read this as you. I think people are waiting for me. So as we stand, I will get on into the boat.
We're waiting for a cake.
Okay, whatever it is. So we just entered in, and this is the captain's.
Next time we are not leaving yet.
Okay.
You can take the lake.
So this is the inside of it. I think there are some nice looking chairs, all wooden structures, and this is a water hyacinth, which just is covering the lake like a carpet. And out there we see the water body. As you just read, it's a mixture of the sea water and the fresh water. So the ecosystem here must be totally different, and the kind of fishes and other animals that stay in this water would also be different, I suppose. So this is like a corridor here as I walk in. Here you have the wash basin, and somewhere down. What is this?
Bedrooms.
Okay, no, but it's not lit. Namaskar. Hello. Can I just go there? That's your kitchen, and then you have the engine alternator, is it? This is the kitchen. So they make us. I can see nice fish being prepared. What is this fish called? Pomfret, is it?
Exports Karimin, Kerala.
Karimin, and this is
Prawns.
This is prawns. You are the chef, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Dilip.
So what are you going to make us today?
Today's in Kerala special. Avial.
Avial is there?
Beef fry.
Okay.
Dal fry.
Okay.
Then pulseri. This
And this is called
Kerala style.
Pulisheri.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Chutney. Cabbage. Okay.
This beans.
Beans is there. Broad beans. Okay. And the food is just being prepared. What is this? This is for the avial. For the avial. And what is this paste?
Then egg masala.
Egg masala.
Yeah.
So egg curry also is coming.
Then chicken curry already.
The chicken curry is almost ready. And then you have this tender coconut. You find boiled eggs here. So this is the kitchen I was just telling you about. And as you look in from the kitchen, again you see the lake. And this, I suppose, is the energy part of it, the engine alternator. Mahindra engine alternator. As I climb onto this, I think you see the rudder. And just across we have a similar boat. So if you ask me how this boat looks, this is exactly the way our boat will look. This is George Marshall signing off, and this is part 4 of my video.
Merry Christmas.
So this houseboat has started to move, and you can see the water synth. No. I shouldn't drop my boat into the water. So there, right there, we see another boat moving in the lake. Asia's second largest lake, it appears, as you would have seen earlier in my video. So we have 6 hours to kill here. So obviously now it is taking a turn. The houseboat is going back. I am facing the rudder, the back of the boat. So if I just go down and be with the person who is in command of this boat, I will see the front, but I think it looks better at the back right now. There is another boat you can see going. So a lot of these boats in this lake. I for one was thinking that maybe we will be the only people in this boat, but Today being a public holiday, it's Christmas in Kerala, so many people would like to stay indoors because families come from all over the world. Uh, the children come from outside various countries like US and UK and maybe Dubai, just like our own kids. We have Aradhana and her fiance, who's Anmol Mahapatra. So today, as I said, going out would be quite rare because Christmas here in Kerala is very, very traditional. They spend their time morning going to church and then coming back, having that very famous Christmas dinner, which is strictly very local in cuisine. There is no sort of mixing it up with international cuisines and the like. People would like to have the traditional Kerala Christmas dinner today, lunch also. So we are one of those few who have ventured to go out because we rarely come to Kerala. So this is an occasion for me to also take this picture of this lake. The weather is really good. There's a nice breeze, though the temperature 28 is a little warm, but this nice breeze is bringing the temperature down into something that is very pleasant. So we don't want an AC here right now. This is the first floor. On the ground floor we have 2 bedrooms. There's a kitchen which I showed you. I didn't show you the room because it was very dark and we had to put on the light. So our group of people are merrily chatting away and maybe my voice gets drowned. So let me just pan my camera here.
No, we were saying, okay, now the 12 were there when we started off. So all 12 of us are on the boat. If you hear a splash, we should just be thankful. So Pava will only need coconut water because Pava. Okay, girl is done with it. Oh, give it to Pava. You have?
As much as I could.
Oh yeah, coconut water.
I tried.
Not her thing.
I drank at
So
least
this is
half.
George Brusher signing off for part 5.
This
This is the food that has finally been made.
But up is better. Here is very bright. So.
You are on YouTube.
Okay.
You don't play. You are done.
Careful, there's a step. Tell Mama and all this.
Careful, there's a step.
This is
Let's
appam.
keep the door open, no?
Oh, I see.
It's a prawn fry.
Someone drifted, sir.
Yeah, just a chipur. Chipur, not let it fall.
This is
Here,
our
it's not
avial,
I'll be here.
pickle, the fruit basket.
Yeah, that's a special.
That is the
Dal.
curry mean and
Green chromide in banana leaf.
Yeah, and this is a curry mean polichad.
Dal fry,
In
pulisari,
Thoran.
avial, beef fry, prawns fry, line pickle, milk curry, egg curry, salad, papad, sorry, paratha.
This is chicken, no?
Yeah,
Chicken.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And what is in this rice?
Rice, yeah.
Good, very nice.
Very nice.
We are in the open sea now, and as I look further, or rather into this beautiful scenery in front of me, there are these flowers of water hyacinth, each of them like a bouquet, and we see various colors of the water that is flowing. As they say that in this lake, this is a place where seawater enters into the lake. So there's a mix of seawater and the sweet water or the normal water. That is why the ecology of this lake is different for all those fishes and various kinds of animals and plants that survive on this environment. So we are sitting in front with can see the person, the captain, who's steering our boat. Looks like he's just taking a turn and maybe heading back into the lake proper and not into the sea as we are presently doing. Let me just come out and so here I am showing you the water just behind me. But if I turn myself, this side is where the sun is. And this is the place which is the front of the boat. You can see the horn of the boat. Very simple diesel engine, I suppose. West side of the lake. The sun is slowly going down. And all across we see the water hyacinth like a garden in the sea. These boats are a mix of the modern and the traditional. What happened?
ഈ പാതിരാമണൽ എവിടാ? ആണോ? ഏത്? ഇതോ? Oh, that is in the front. Everybody there evacuated it.
നമ്മൾ അവിടെ നേരിട്ട് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വന്ന ഇത് കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി.
ആണോ? ഇതാണോ? അല്ല. അവിടെ. ഓക്കേ. ഇങ്ങനെ റൗണ്ട് ചുറ്റുമോ? ഓക്കേ.
So this
during Pathiramanal.
During the floods, the trees that you see there was entirely inundated, and we had two floods. That is, once it started to rain in Cochin and that particular area, Ernakulam. There was so much of rain that the entire town was flooded. So now that the water has receded, the level of the sea and the lake has obviously come down. This is a simple gear that they have, which pushes the boat front and back. And somewhere he has got the accelerator. I think it is the pink knob that you see. Oh, this is the acceleration, what he's now presently having. In the gear,
ഇത് ആക്സിലേറ്റർ അത് ഗിയർ
oh, other gear. So the one that is pink is the gear, and the accelerator is the one without the knob. It's a tight,
ആ
huh?
അതെ അതെ
So it's quite like this is a boat meant for just going around, and we are not very particular about how fast it travels, etc. So the acceleration part of it is quite crude, I suppose. You can see the waves, very mild, and so this is George Marshall concluding this session of my video. I shall have to string all of these bits and pieces together and hopefully make a single video of this visit to Kumarakom. It is Kumarkom. This is in Kerala. We started from Cochin, but if you are in the city of Kottayam, you are just 16 kilometers away. For us it was about 1.5 hours of travel. But Kerala being what it is, that road trip itself is quite unique. So no matter whether you are in Kottayam or in Ernakulam or Cochin or Alve, you can still come to this place. There are a number of resorts on the banks, and each one of them look very special. You might have seen something as I was filming my earlier bits of videos. Once again, this is George Marshall signing off on the 25th of December 2019, hoping that this coming year would be a blessing to all of you people who will listen, who will view my video. Not that many people will view, because I am not after the TRP or making some big buck in the YouTube. But if anybody wants to see Kerala and small part of it, like this visit to Kumarakom, I think you can have a look at the video. Bye bye and take care.